few hours, few minutes that I have, that when we decide to turn from God, you better watch out. When we decide you no longer need the God that brought you through the things seen and unseen, you better watch out. When you think that you can make it without God, you are setting yourself in danger. So I stop by to let you know, make sure you got God on your side. And the only way that you can make sure you got God on your side, you got to make sure you go before the mouth. I can't get through this thing the way I want to get through it.
Come on, come on, Doctor.
Samuel is the good-looking son of Kish. Samuel was out looking for his daddy's stuff, his livestock. Samuel was out looking for, and when he went out to look, they came and it'd been some time. They'd been through the countryside. They'd been through the hill country. They'd been through the valley country, but they could not find the animals. Then Saul started saying to himself, I think we better stop before Daddy started looking for me instead of the animal. But then the servant of God that was with him said, there is a seer in the next town who knows how to look for stuff for us. Now, a seer in that day is a prophet of God. They called them seers back then. And the seer was Samuel. And Samuel was going to pass that way. And so they said to themselves, they didn't have anything to give them. But Saul said he had a shackle in his pocket. And because he had a shackle in his pocket, he was able to give him something to tell him where the animals were. Long story short, he gets with Samuel. And Samuel says, send your servant up. I got something to tell you. Then Samuel begins to explain to Saul what it is that he needs to do. When you get back where you're going, you're going to run into some folk. They're going to give you some stuff. They're going to give you some stuff to sacrifice. They're going to give you some stuff to make you look important. Then after you get that stuff from them, there are going to be some prophets that are going to come. They're going to be prophesying. And when you see those prophets coming, you're going to prophesy with them. And then they're going to know that you are of God. Then Saul said, wait a minute now. I'm of the least of the tribe of Israel. I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. We don't have that kind of clout. And before he could leave Samuel well, Samuel said, no, you are chosen of God. And when he turned, God changed him from the inside out. To make a long story short, everything that the prophet Samuel had said transpired. And he changed him from the inside out. And Saul was a new creature. Which brings us to the text tonight. When he got to Mizpah, and Samuel came to perform before the folk to tell them what was going to happen and how it was going to happen, how they were going to line up tribe by tribe, family by family, and who was going to come first. They prepared their way for them to come. And then all of a sudden the tribe of Benjamin was chosen. And then out of the tribe of Benjamin came Saul. And out of Saul they were looking for him, but they couldn't find him. Because he was hiding behind some stuff. Now, some scholars believe the reason why he was hiding behind some stuff is because he knew he was unfit for the great task that was before him. And so it is with us, beloved. When God has anointed us, when God has given us wisdom, when God has given us insight to tell us exactly what is getting ready to happen in our lives, sometimes we feel inadequate. Sometimes we feel it's too much for us. And we want to go and hide ourselves. But I stopped by to let you know, stop hiding. Not only do we feel unfit, someone else said it would expose him to his friends who didn't like him. In other words, he was worried about what they said. Y'all know how we are. When we come to God, all that stuff on the inside. We got stuff on us. We want to get somewhere where somebody can make a difference in our life. We're worried about who's going to see us when we get to the house of God. I stopped by to let you know tonight, don't let nobody God has in store for you tonight. Thirdly. He understood what Samuel has said, that the people sinned in asking for a king. And it was in anger that God granted their request. And he did not want to be a part of a bad system. In other words, when you're doing something in rebellion against God, and you're supposed to be the one leading the folk. Saul was saying, no, I don't want this tax on me. Yeah, that's how we are. When God calls us out of the darkness into his marvelous light. He knows that he wants to give us a word to share with someone, but we are afraid to share it because we don't know what folk going to think about it, what they going to say to us, how they going to treat us. Well, don't worry. They talked about Jesus. Don't you know they going to talk about you? They're going to treat you bad. They're going to call you everything but a child of God. But stop by to let you know, come out. Come out from your stuff. Come on. That's the fourth. Because the affairs of Israel were at this time in a bad spot. The Philistines were stronger than they were. The Ammonites were selling wolf tickets on who would do the children of Israel in. And Saul was like, I must be the one to stand bold in a time like this and set my sail in this storm. Get somebody else. That's how we all are. When things are topsy-turvy, when things are going astray, we want somebody else to do it. Somebody else can stand in the gap. But I stopped by to let you know, if you gonna come from behind your stuff, the first thing you got to do is step out from the fear that is within you. It's in the text. When they ask the question, where is he? Where is he? He said, there he is over there. Behind that stuff, and they went and got him. And I just believe in my mind's eye, he stepped out to show who he was. And beloved, I stopped by to let you know tonight, if you'll step out from the stuff that's keeping you bound, step out from the stuff that's keeping you under. If you step out and let the Lord have his way, I declare God will make a way out of nowhere in your life. Second. Not only did he step out from the fear that was within him, he stepped up to the task that is before him. And beloved, if you'll step up, my Bible says, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, touching and agreeing, there he'll be in the midst. You can ask the Father anything, and he'll grant it unto you. All you got to do is step up to the place where God is in the midst. God will take you, and he'll guide you every step of the way. I got one more point.
All right.
I got one more point.
That's all right.
I got one more point. I got one more point. Not only are we to step out, not only are we to step up, word says in the 24th verse, the 23rd verse, so they ran and brought him from there. And when he stood among the people, he was taller than any of the people from his shoulders upward. My last point in this year 2015. I know that you're going through some stuff. I know that you've been through some stuff. I know that you've been called everything but a child of God. You've been fearful over one thing. You've been fearful over a few things. But I stopped by to let you know, if you're going to come out from your stuff, if you'll come out and step up and step out, I declare God will make you head and shoulders above the rest. I don't care who you are. If you belong to God, God has shown us that that's my child. That's my. That's the one that said to me a long time ago, he couldn't make it by himself, but if he could just get with Jesus, you know, the